What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festivals... That should be it. The flow of My mind feels exhausted. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. My mind feels The moon, illusions. What's happening right now? We've already experienced the... That should be it.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste...
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, we need... Hida rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but...
Hey, it's you guys again.
She's feeling
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling
to put it another way...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two Dave? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this not really were just a dream.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is high.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you better understand it?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys... What you just said... Are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually...
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon. Illusions.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, at this time of day...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could've went up.
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnapped...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
People in Sumeru don't dream. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she was injured because she wasn't used. The moon, illusions, and lies. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. Oh. That doesn't sound right. I need to...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth.
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like it.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're...
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword.
thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret, or...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeated. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using...
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories?
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the mana...
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha...
So, this Nahida you...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. That doesn't sound right.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been... When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
Ah, ini udah on cam, bro. Emang kelihatan mukanya?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Boleh dicoba.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting...
Semua orang melepaskan Akasha terminal milik
How does everyone feel?
Sebenarnya aku juga menyadari.
Huh? What is it?
Setiap hari. Suara pip.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha.
The sound of a beep.
Suara bip.
Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Bip. Bip bip bip. Juga puluhan ormos.
That's probably an important clue.
Adanya
We weren't
ormas.
using our terminals,
Ormos.
but we heard a beep anyway.
Bip.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep.
Beep,
But
beep,
we
beep.
took off our Akasha terminals.
Kasih terminal. Ya, dejavu lagi.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Kalau begini bisa-bisa ada korban, anjay.
We cannot lose all of our progress.
Festival ada korban, keren dia. Festival apa yang memakan korban? Festival Genshin. Wow. Kan balik lagi.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Akhir malam kemarin.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals
Kami
last
sudah
night,
melepas
but we
akses.
still
Tapi
heard
kita
that
masih dengan beep.
beep. Why is that?
Kita sudah dipasang terminal dalam bentuk lain.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with
Sebelum
whatever's
sama-sama
trapping us in this
masuk ke sini.
Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the
Pusing, Cok,
Akasha go
jalan
this
ceritanya.
far if all it wants is everybody...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
Kenapa? Berapa
If
sedemikian
we're
rupa?
lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I
Ini
guess.
bulan.
The moon?
Bulan.
Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and
Bulan.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should...
Made in heaven. Made in heaven.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those
Kalian
kidnappers.
datang juga.
My lady, did you get hurt?
Nah, apa kok? Tunggu, ada yang salah?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Anjay. Waktu telah
You
berubah.
didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Kan kamu belum terbiasa dengan pelang barumu.
Shh! How did you know about my great sword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Apa kamu merasa ada yang
Anything
aneh?
strange? You already know that I got a new great sword. If I had to say something, it's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of...
You're saying that
Alurnya muter-muter,
although you don't
cuy.
remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler, what do you think?
Apa jangan-jangan karena kita melepas akses terminal gitu?
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Apa mungkin kita sudah beres?
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Kita akan tahu nanti di penghujung hari.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more
Kalau
kidnappers
kamu
around,
sendiri
right?
bisa.
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Oh, terus.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Go. Ya, putar waktu lagi. Memutar waktu. Keren kekuatannya. Kekuatan memutar waktu.
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything... Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really?
Really?
Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep. Hey!
Lucu
What
banget,
kind of
Cok.
an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie. And the history of the
Okay.
Oke,
No more.
otak Paimon sudah
Paimon's
konslet.
brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
Besok.
Get some good rest. You
Istirahat yang
know,
cukup.
use the
Kalian
bathroom and
bisa
flush
mandi
your
dan bersihkan
anxiety
semua
dookie
keluh
away.
kesah kalian semua.
Hold on, what did you just say?
Huh?
Ada yang bilang kalau
Say
mandi
they feel a
bisa
sense
membuat
of
dia
relief
lega.
after they take a
Itulah
duk-duk.
kenapa aku menyarankan
That's why I suggested you could try.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words.
Kalau gitu kita
You were
start dulu
saying
deh.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day,
Ya,
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices.
ternyata belum beres.
we're still in the same day.
Sudah kuduga ini tidak semudah itu.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Oh, whatever.
Of course.
Dan
In the
sama
time we've been together, you two have been
kalian berdua
everything to
adalah
me.
segalanya. Anjay.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So,
Cicak.
Traveler, did the new clues yesterday
Dengan
help you
cara
gain a
waktu
new
itu
understanding of
ternyata
the...
salah.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Kemampuan bertahannya semakin penyakitnya lanjut juga bertambah parah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Gosh, how did we not notice that?
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Hipotesis baruku dengan tubuhnya kasa.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and that doesn't sound right.
Ingatan tubuh.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury and later samsaras.
Bungkam. Masalah. Picu hubungan punya kasa. Ingatan hilang setiap hari.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly...
Terus pelan. Yes. Tidak berada di waktu yang berulang. Tepatnya ingatan kita yang dihapus sebelum hari terakhir.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the date. But muscle memory can't be erased.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost...
That isn't simple at all.
Simpulannya masih salah.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all.
Yes. Today again. Come back today again. Where? Lah, nabrak. Mansur. hanggar.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of
Langsung saja
doing
ke
it.
intinya.
Oh, that works.
Oh, tiba-tiba jadi tidak bisa dengar kamu karena nanti ngaran kita tentang hari ini.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Jenis aliran aneh.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my...
Yes, your memory's being erased
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Pusing kan? Kalau perasa lagi ada di balik semua ini.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
Tidak mungkin. Aku punya buktinya.
You have proof?
Di mana?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, come with me. Miss Dunyarzad,
Kamu
please come
ketiga.
along as well.
Dengan
I still
aku
can't
tidak
guarantee
bisa
that this...
menjamin daerah ini sudah aman. Alright.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad. Kemana? Pelatihan.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style. And even...
Is it really impossible?
Udah ini possible.
What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can
Orang
never
bisa
replace an
mengatakan
artist's
bahwa
painting
foto itu
because the former has
bisa
no
menggantikan
spirit to it.
lukisan orang seniman. Karena sebuah foto
The
memang
same thing
juga
applies here.
juga
At a
sama.
mere glance, I can differentiate carved
Sepertinya
marks from
kita
the results
harus
of combat training.
membuang teori ini juga.
Whew, hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's
Larut.
stage. See you later.
Wah, masih siang loh.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So,
Makanya tiba-tiba
can we
sadar
think of
kalau
any new
suka
ideas?
aneh.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Kenapa kita tidak tepikan keluar kota?
Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're... How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about...
You're right. Angle misi ini ternyata. Lupa.
Nahida, you're back early today.
Sort of. we're mostly sure now
Apa
that
yang
we're not in a
terjadi,
time loop.
yang akan terjadi
And we
kalau
also
dia keluar
aren't
kota.
in the real world. But at the same time,
Leaving the city.
Yang juga kalian
As
pernah
far as I remember, you've
bicara
mentioned your
soal
plans to do
Chang'e
we
kan?
did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time,
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already...
really? That's kinda strange. In
Mungkin
theory,
dia kuncinya.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Ya, ngebip lagi.
Our memories are back!
Kita keluar dari kota ini.
About that... Well, where should Paimon...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Pesan yang lain.
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Tidak bisa kembali lagi. Ada banyak ruang. Festival Jerus.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories.
Itu hari yang lalu.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Anjay.
We don't have many more festivals to waste.
Masa lalu ceritanya.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry, huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get it? Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together.
Akan jadi ya sama dengan sebelumnya.
Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. And please. Memories!
Memories. Ayo kita keluar.
Traveler!
Dapat kan?
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You took Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understands.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Saya tidak ingat apa-apa, tapi tetap maaf ya Paimon. Tidak akan tinggalkan kamu.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you...
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really...
Paimon boleh tahu secara kemarin.
See. using 2 people.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an
Kamu
instant.
yakin kamu tidak bengong atau sejenisnya?
No way! Paimon was watching you.
What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of
Tidak
this?
sadar kalau kemana itu sudah
I
terjadi.
guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Apa kita bisa mendewakan sesuatu selain ingatan kita?
Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared. Well,
Ayo kak.
okay,
Kamu mau
okay.
alat yang bisa mendeteksi
You
sana?
want something that can pass on
Beri aku
messages, right?
sedikit waktu.
Give me some time and take.
Yep.
Now we're talking.
Wow. Wow. Lama
I'm
sekali.
done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
Layak dicoba.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
Terus lebih baik kamu tinggal di sini.
All right.
Jadi besok Paimon.
Okay. See you tomorrow. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Pesan untuk diriku sendiri. Waktu aku keluar kota.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages.
Okay. Now that you understand what's going on.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
Yang mustahil dan ajaib.
All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
Puppet. Itu.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing
space.
one after the other. And now, even the final space has also... Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air.
Tahu sekarang ruang-ruang
I
itu
get it now!
sebenarnya adalah
Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said, even the final space is also...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
yang terakhir. Ruang nyata.
Was that space actually the real world? That doesn't sound right. I need... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common.
Kenyataannya itu
A
tidak
lack of
ada
human
tanda-tanda
presence.
manusia.
That doesn't sound right. My impression is that each day in this samsara...
Kirim ke sekolah.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappeared. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces material. Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Beri aku waktu sebentar.
Hey, where are you go?
Try fun.
Do you want some alone time to think?
Swipe out.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Sudah waktunya ya.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Juniors?
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first.
Nahida.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for... Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the... Okay, first off...
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Informasi Akasa.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's... That doesn't sound right.
Sumeru tidak mempunyai
People in
fungsi.
Sumeru don't dream. What a
Oh, tanpa manusia. Coba. Nah. Bisa. Nih. Ini. Terus
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
mimpi tanpa manusia. Nice. Kenyataan mimpi.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is...
Betul.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dream. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream out.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha...
Wujud dari kekuatan Dewa Kebijaksanaan. Nah ini nih.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Gnosis beroperasi.
That doesn't sound right.
Wujud dari Dewa Kebijaksanaan.
It is the manifestation of the god of wisdom's...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their... But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the real story is that the sages from the academia are using...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about this?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. That doesn't sound right. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operate. That doesn't sound right. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
Produksi mimpi masal.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong...
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is...
Very good, Paimon.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. Wait, now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very... It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect it.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zeru's festival Samsara, we have to look in...
How can the sages of the academia do this behind their Archon's back?
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's stop. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
See you soon.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. just like the grass and the trees.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and
Mereka
can't
itu
copy a
mereka
living
tidak
person's vitality.
memiliki hidup seperti manusia.
After
Bagaimana mereka
all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after—
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only— I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still
tetap sangat berarti baginya.
far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the—
Tidak menyalahkan diri sendiri.
I'm not beating myself up.
Observasi secara logis
All I
perbedaan
did was
antara
to
diriku
rationally
dengan
observe
Archon
the
yang
distance.
sebenarnya.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still—
To prevent more tragedies like this,
Great, but—
although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, that means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So—
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Maksudnya gimana tuh?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is— However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will find some way to make that person
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking— And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake us—
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only— As for me—
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try some— Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need—
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to—
Tapi Dunyarzad
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
Aku merasa sudah tidak punya motivasi lagi.
Yeah, saving Dunyarzad, but we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely— Paimon's wondering, do you think the
Sepertinya tidak
sages would get one of—
mungkin. Kalau mereka tahu rencananya, mereka mungkin akan sadar kalau mereka sedang memiliki mimpi yang tidak tahu menahu, mungkin tidak menyadari kalau ingin.
Huh, that's true. Plus, so, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Apa mungkin Paris Castria Bunga?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferret, let's go ask him some questions.
Yes. Let's go.
Hey, stop right there! No one is allowed—
Whoa!
Hey, stop right there!
Whoa!
Wow. teleportation.
Time to go.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to...
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or...
Less questions!
Okay. Oh, my wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad...
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to any... She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm
So, you have a crush on
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Semoga terkabul.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back... Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Siapakah?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Buset, 50 meter kedengeran suaranya.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Pergilah dan bawa Mengejar bersama.
Hey, this is my job. The Homiyanis pay me, not you.
Cepat pergi.
You... Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't... Anyway, watch yourself.
Yes.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough.
Yeah!
Law of the jungle!
I'm a rock!
Let me scribe.
Easy.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Oh, cuma kesal sama diriku sendiri.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without...
Masuklah.
Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Pencuri.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Halo. Bla 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 bla. Ada kedah rakyat.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing for this, she must have wanted to give this if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to?
Kejar Dunyarzad. Kejar, kejar, kejar. Apa ini?
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Sepertinya aku lebih lega kalau cepat.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Besar.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Menonton tarian Subcerus.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How...
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Wow, itu kenapa?
Like like I said, they symbolize the goddess of...
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the god...
Warna ungu dari yang asli.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Milo, tutup mata.
Huh?
Bayangkan kalau princess dan rombongannya tidak ada di sini.
You guys are acting weird. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore! But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decoration. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the... So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Kenapa kamu bisa bikin kesalahan?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made... As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon to... In the end, the first sage took care of many...
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
Yeah.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Aku sudah menunggu lama di Mary.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Indah banget. Ini yang Aang suka dari Genshin.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Sugoi. Selesai. Berhenti bermimpi. Atau selesai bermimpi. Kembali ke dunia nyata.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the long. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's fest. The Sub-Zero's fest? Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara?
Ingat sekarang.
Quick, take off your Akasha terminal.
Nah, itu dia sepertinya kamu lihat.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Ayo kita pergi ke tempat yang biasa dikunjungi.
Huh? What usual spot?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu performing the dance of
Itu bukan mimpi, kocak. Wow. Lanjutlah.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Beres. Dapat lagi. Wow.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness where both will gradually fade until I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Bahagia.
Not a...
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions. Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the
Go and get some sleep. What a relief.
Mengantuk.
This is truly the
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Lawan kerja. Kebanyakan ikut.
Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like...
Ad Astra Avisask.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh?
Commission.
Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's and if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
Sampai malam bayangannya.
I see. It appears. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local.
Hey, that's not any better.
Bisa dihajar sama mereka ya kan?
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come...
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of...
From when she said... Ad Astra Abisask?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream.
Tidak bisa merebutkan
It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival. Except it was... In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace. And everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they did. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your...
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream?
No! We aren't pitying you. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing?
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only... But for the moment, our top focus...
Right. Who knows what'll happen?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Dimulai.
Let's continue our chat.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can invest?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for...
Langsung masuk ke kuncinya filmnya.
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academy, it seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the...
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet. But this trip... In any case, I probably can't take over... We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything, after all, every... No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single... Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own...
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Dewa Shiva.
Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right?
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make...
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't...
You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female
Setaria. Paimon remembers we ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilou.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and she was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty...
The name Setaria means star. When she lived in the desert later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun. The star began to waver, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Setaria... But she doesn't really support the academia.
Indeed. When they are presented with she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage. Right. We must somehow... That way, not only can we get you... From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off tomorrow afternoon. Just have to prepare. Let's go check out some... This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about...
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now...
Talking style?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your... The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ear.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding his future.
Of course, It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the Lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospects? The gods have spoken. The one who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today...
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of...
Is this another one of Setaria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Setaria a lot when she first moved to... When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we...
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Speaking of, where did you learn this trick?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well.
That's nice. You're making a living doing...
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he felt...
I see. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at...
No problem. Rest easy.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking...
Nahida, you've really thought of...
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding.
Ah, that's right. I've always been... After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars.
What an admirable spirit for...
Sure, but
So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually...
I see. Yes, that makes...
Thank you so...
So, was that it?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar...
What's the point of all the information?
Sataria is already used to avoiding her... I remember you mentioned that the errand... Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her home...
Oh, Paimon gets it now! Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert...
Well, King Deshret is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers... But if we were to borrow...
So, you mean you're going to possess...
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Implied we've already... As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to...
Ah, so that's...
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck?
But that's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're...
That is pretty convenient.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious when...
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it.
Alright, then
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
here she comes. Satari! Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, as for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll...
Paimon's starting... Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Are you sure?
Well, actually they have many names.
Huh, I see. I imagine that...
So, which fortune?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work?
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will... The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone... home? Do the gods really know everything I've...
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my... And, if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all. King...
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry.
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you...
All I know are some abstract Haravatot theory. Anyway, enough of that.
He's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing a leg injury?
He sprained his arm a while back while trying to show off his strength. I thought you'd heard.
Actually, while we're talking about him, Is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a—
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend—
Akeem, you don't mean… you…
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who
can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her.
Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange thing, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well!
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people—
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth.
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of... Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sages?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified... However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm in a... One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my... let me see...
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the academia again.
All right, I try.
So, if I were to...
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon? That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side!
The Traveler's execution was in well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian...
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that.
One with nature.
Catherine, we're here!
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect...
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out that if something were to happen, my existence may be the... After all, the academia should still be
Yep, exactly! Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be off. What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet.
No, I think he's right. It really... If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safe. Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
The wind knows me. One with nature.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger. He called himself the Doctor. Remember Tainari, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about... Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer... But what are the Fatui after this time? Another no... Yeah, things would be a lot... Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But, you mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work? Even though he turned it down at the time, there's no time to lose.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around.
Are you mercenaries from
Corps of 30! We are an elite brigade that command...
the outcast? An outcast from the But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get there!
You're up, traveler!
Following orders.
Shadows of fate!
Pew pew!
Take flight!
The wind knows me.
New punching bag.
Delved into death!
I'm a rock!
One with nature!
My apologies! It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
The wind knows me.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like? Yeah, looks like. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough going up against smart people. Traveler and Paimon! Kale! It's nice to see you again! To be honest, I'm not As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. Oh, Kale! Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Fort. He left? What? Isn't Tainari up? I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his. No, I only found out that he left through a mess. To leave in such a. Master Tainari originally studied. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a research base, huh? Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Don't worry. Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale. You're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're... Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that... Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential... Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such... Huh? But... I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us what... When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within... Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations. What a relief.
The doctor sure pulled. I wouldn't be relieved. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then, it feels like he's toying with that. Plus, the doctor's combat.
We shouldn't give up hope just.
Actually, Nahida.
Yes, I have. You didn't come here for sight.
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Taina.
Okay, let's just.
Traveler?
Ah, it's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise!
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the...
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach...
What? My consciousness.
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so when my consciousness made contact with the gods. What is...
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Remember? My current self has not...
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneo with...
we're...
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladier's... But how is he connected to the Divine Con...
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Alas, Shit. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a...
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone I found divine wisdom? Shouldn't I receive praise and...
Hypatia!
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I... already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also wait. Then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, but even in a moonless night,
No! Nahida's trapped. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Even in a moonless... Huh. But didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But she isn't with us anymore.
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana, correct? Does this...
Your guess is correct, but...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, I've spent some time with you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we...
That. While I was indeed... All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia fort?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but if I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it... I knew the academia, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating the Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've come, but then, what is the connection?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything we...
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try if you're planning to go into the desert, come find me here if there's any...
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon.
Let me scry! One with nature!
Need to get something.
Shadows of fallen leaves adorn my night! The wind knows me. Take flight! Wind Strider! Let me scroll! Shadows of fate! Into the wind!
Can't handle your drink.
Whirling snow!
Time to go.
My apologies.
The wind knows me.
Let me... Take flight.
One with nature.
My apologies.
Let me amuse myself.
Look at me. Take flight. Written in the stars.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Delve into death.
Into the wind.
Let me scribe.
The wind knows me.
My apologies. Delved into depth. Decided by destiny. Whirling snow.
Another test subject.
Let me scry.
Into the wind.
Pew pew!
The hunter.
My apologies. Yeah.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Take flight. Yeah.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.